Hey man, say man, it's your boy Hustle, man. Out here in the community doing one thing at a time, man. And I got a special guest on my show today. Can you tell me who I have with me today?
You got your boy Grady910, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mr. Grady, man. I've seen you out at most of the events out here, like Iron Mike, some of the open mics that they have out here, man. Can you tell people a little bit about yourself so they can get the gist of who you are?
All right, well, I'm an artist out of Dunn, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Been doing music for a while. I just moved back home recently, well, over the last year from North Dakota. And just been doing hip hop, man, from here, Kentucky, North Dakota, and I'm just trying to get myself back reestablished into it.
Yes, sir. So the culture of music and stuff like that in North Dakota and Kentucky, how is that up there? Because in them two areas, you hear about country music and, country music.
Yeah,
so how is that rap scene up there for you as an
heavy.
artist?
It's heavy.
Yes, sir.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's kind of surprising. I'll put it like that. Like their dedication to hip hop is heavily influenced by the music I do, as far as like even how I perform. I seen those artists, they still go out there, they passing out flyers and everything. You'll have them out there outside right now doing a mini show. So they into it.
The thing about the dedication of everything with this, I know you put your heart and soul in. I seen that you have merch, for
yes,
yourself.
Sir.
Not getting into that right now, but the whole gist of your whole doing this music, like, how would you explain what type of music you do? Because they got drill rap, they got pop, they got, what is that, conscious music? Because as I'm listening to the music and stuff like that, from Magic City to Silent Hill to Purdue said, like, I'm listening to it, and it's a lot of messages that you have in your music, man. Like, how would you, describe your music?
Life music.
Life music?
It's for the everyday grinders. People love, lost, resurrect themselves. People, this is everyday music. It's motivational music. At the same time, I'm dropping gems coming from a man's perspective. So that's the kind of music it is.
Coming from a man's perspective, tell me a little bit about, the making behind Magic City. What was that? That sounds like a strip club, Yeah. Once you hear Magic City, and then when I listen to it, I'm like, yo, it has a different meaning. So give me a gist on that.
All right, it was a feature on my homeboy Dakota Phase album.
Okay.
Dope artist out of North Dakota. We came to a studio to do one song. And how one song go, you get in the vibe, and he started playing beats, and he like, hey man, what you think of this? And I'm like, yo, I think I got something for this. So let me play with it for a little bit. Boom, recorded it, came back, he dropped this verse. There you go, Magic City.
Man, just being around different artists to catch a vibe and stuff like that, how does that feel? Like, is it, you get in there, say you get in there at 7 o'clock, you probably won't leave there until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, getting your song done, Explain to me, a time that you had like a great vibe where you didn't leave the studio for a long period of time. Like who was that person that you sat in there with?
My homeboy Jinx, which he actually did a lot of the work on my old album Babies and Fools and Bless.
Right.
I had a good time with him because, for one, we're friends. So, we're going there, we working on the music, we'll end up talking, watching half the game and stuff like that. But it's still work being done at the same time. You'll go in there, it'd be 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon session before it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But we got 6 songs done, At the same time when we in there vibing and stuff.
Just to know that, you can pull that energy away from somebody and, have that time with them to be like, look, yo, we in here, this is my studio. Like, how would you want to do that? And how do you feel when people ask you to come and be on their albums or be on a single, for their album?
It's a blessed opportunity. So when they ask me that, I'm going to give you what I would, probably more than what I would give myself, because it's really an honor for anybody to hear you and be like, hey, I want you on a song with me. So I take full stride in that. I got to give you A+ effort every time.
Yes, sir. Now, I understand this right here, but the family aspect of it, like the mother, the father, the aunties and stuff like that. Who was that person in your family that had that dynamic to make you look at them like, hey, I want to do what they doing? You know what I'm saying?
My Uncle Reggie, man.
Okay.
God bless his soul. He started me off listening to Wu-Tang and all that. I used to watch him freestyle and stuff, and then it just grew from that. And I just built on with it. So yeah, it was him.
Was Uncle Reg in a group back in the day? Like, is there?
Yeah, he was in a group. Him and a couple of his homeboys made a couple songs. They didn't push it or nothing like that. I guess life does what it does.
Okay.
But the fact from what they did and from how we used to just sit down, he would play music for me all day long. So it was a big part of it.
The things of having that, you know what I'm saying, that backing with the family and stuff like that. Unc saw something in you and he sat down and he watered you for that time where it's like, hey, nephew, I see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and see how serious you are about doing this. You know what I'm saying? And as you got older, you found your own way to carve out that niche that you've been, you know what I'm saying, that I'm here, that I'm a rapper, that I'm an artist at heart. You know what I'm saying? And you say, like you say, you take pride in what you do. Now, the gist of it, how is it bumping from North Dakota to Kentucky, now down here to the Carolinas? You know what I'm saying? Explain that feeling of being here. Like, how do you feel about being here in North Carolina and the rap scene here?
I'm back home, but in a sense, you still feel like a visitor. Because even though I'm from here, it doesn't matter what event I go to, probably 3 people out the whole event might have known me, you know what I'm saying? And that's slim, but I like that though. That makes it where I have to earn my spot. So it's like y'all don't know me, but you're gonna get to know me, you know. So it's not too bad. You just feel like instead of usually when I used to come home to visit,
right?
So it's like okay, now I'm down here, so now it's time to push it.
So can you give me some artists that you have worked with in the Ville that, you know what I'm saying, that's on like your top 3 or top 5 or maybe top 10 list of rappers to work with in Fayetteville?
Make it funny, I have not done a track with an artist from the Ville yet. Not one.
That's crazy. I thought you would have been, you know what I'm saying, from being here in Fayetteville, you would have been in touchdown with so many, you know what I'm saying, people to, you know what I'm saying, get yourself out there. I mean, that's gotta happen, man, because if you think about it, you know what I'm saying, there's so many conscious rappers out here that you can, you know what I'm saying, link with, like K-Rab, you know what I'm saying? Man, I got 2 people that I can hook you up with that you can maybe go ahead and get with right off the bat. There's female rappers out here that, man, I never understood that, you know what I'm saying?
They don't know about me yet. And it's not their fault. I feel like, because now I'm just now getting back into the groove of it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to get their attention, you know. So right now they're slowly but surely, you know. So at the same time, when I reach out to them, I want it to be like, okay, I've heard your music, so you know what I'm saying, we on the same page.
Okay.
So I think most of it is we just haven't had the chance to come yet. I'm trying to catch up.
Now tell me a little bit about Reggie's Journal. You know what I'm saying? 2024. Let's take that back. I know you said that's Unc. You know what I'm saying? But tell me a little bit about that song that you have here.
All right, so I wrote that song pretty much in dedication of him to a degree. My uncle passed a couple years ago, you know, unforeseen circumstances. And I remember the last thing he said to me kind of, you know, before he passed, like, hey man, keep pushing your music, bro. Your joint's dope. So as in the hook, you know, things happen. His wife, she passed. Her family blamed him. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. It's a crazy situation. And the process of it pretty much was like thinking, like, you know how they say black love. It's a threat to us. So I don't say our own black love is a threat. So I just wrote that song on that basis right there.
Dang.
You know, like you think about we'll have events, and ain't it weird that all the events we have too seem like they start shooting at them and all that, but at the same time we screaming unity. It's a bad contradiction.
Yeah, how can we be, you know what I'm saying, more aware or more up on what we trying to do as people, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it together. We, like you said, we want to scream unity. We want to scream, you know what I'm saying, togetherness. But nobody's really pushing that narrative. Everybody wants to be a gangster. Everybody wants to tote that tool. So, I mean, I like I said, you know, I'm not really up on that or wanting to be in that realm like that. But that's why I carry myself the way that I carry myself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And when I deal with people with music and stuff like that, I tell them right off the bat, hey, look, I'm all about togetherness. I'm all about connecting people. You know what I'm saying? You sitting down with me today, you know what I'm saying, is a connection. And when people see this, they're like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, that was Grady910. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know, we want to know. So my thing is, I want to be able to be a helping hand on, you know, helping you get out there, reach these, you know, artists and stuff like that, or these producers or something like that that can put you in, you know what I'm saying, with these rappers. Because like, bro, like there's so many dope, talented artists out here in Fayetteville.
I know it is too.
And, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be just like, you know, I have that fear too. But when you're up on stage, you know what I'm saying, what, you know what I'm saying, how do you get yourself mentally prepared to get up there and not fear of having that lump in your throat?
A lot of artists, we always got that. Them butterflies that we feel before we get on stage, that's common.
Right.
But one thing my pops always told me, be confident, not cocky, and know that you're going up there with a message. So when I go up there, I know at the end of the day, I have to do this. Plus, too, I done got up here on the stage. I ain't got no other choice now. So it's like, hey, I'm up here now. You gonna look crazy if you don't say nothing. So you gotta at least try something.
Right. Back at home, you know what I'm saying, back in your second home in North Dakota, right? What is, you know what I'm saying, your favorite spot to go record at? Like, who's that producer that you can touch down with?
My homeboy Jinx.
Your homeboy Jinx, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, my thing is, with Jinx, you know what I'm saying, what would he say about you as an artist? How would you feel about that? You know, because some people don't think about that. Like, you know, hey, I work with this guy and stuff like that. How would you say in your own context of what he would say about your music?
I'm gonna say he gassed me, but he always say he always call me the GOAT. I'm like, stop gassing, but that's what he always says.
Okay.
So
yeah. and friends would do that, you know what I'm saying? And I would say, you know, being that friend that, you know what I'm saying, that would gas you will only get you to do more of the music that you do. You know what I'm saying? Keep it the style that you're keeping it. You know, have you ever thought about doing any R&B tracks with people? Because it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, you're a Method Man type, you know what I'm saying, guy that can hop in there and just figure out your own melodies and get on things. Have you ever thought about taking that ride?
Yes, sir. I haven't started writing R&B songs. I can't sing, but, you know, I write them, you know. I just have them like, hey, somebody want a song? I got one for you now.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah,
man.
I got some joints for you, R&B tracks.
Yeah, so that's just one thing that, you know what I'm saying, I'm saying is showing people to be versatile. You know what I'm saying? What projects are you working on as of right now? Do you have anything in the cut that nobody know about? As
of right now, we just did our listening session about 3 days ago on tape with my homeboy Ill Will, who produced most of it. It's called Fried Chicken in Suda Bay. Ooh. That's the name of the tape. We just finished it.
Oh, hold on. Fried Chicken in Suda Bay. What's the gist behind that name? It was just like something that just came to mind? Or?
Well, in my younger days, I was in the Navy. Okay, I went to Suda Bay, Greece.
Now we getting somewhere.
Yeah, I was in Suda Bay, Greece. Okay. So, you know, I'm a young boy from the country. And the concept of it is like, you know, like I tell people, you know how they say you could leave home, but home don't leave you. I didn't gravitate to even think about the fact that I'm all the way in Greece, and I'm out there ordering fried chicken.
You got to
expand your mind. Like, that's crazy. I'm in these countries, but, and then growth, like, man, that's amazing. You know, because now when I tell people, they like, you was in Greece? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But just the magnitude to even think about that, where our mind was at. So it's like fried chicken in Suda Bay.
So being in Greece, you know what I'm saying, like, being overseas, like how did that mold you as a man? You know what I'm saying? Coming from the States, going overseas, like you're not at home. Like how did that mold you into that man that you are today?
It was a beautiful transition, honestly, because you see so much different cultures. It makes you appreciate things you got home, and at the same time, it lets you see that it's a big world. It's so much bigger than the stuff we look at, like just the different cultures, the faces, the buildings, and all that, and just languages, and it's beautiful, man.
Hey, beautiful is the greatest thing that we could ever say out of our mouths. You know what I'm saying, about other countries, because the way the world is right now, you know what I'm saying, it's not looking like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, we have to be the ones to overcome, you know what I'm saying, everything that is going on in our lives. But just to, like I said, just to sit down here with you today and understand who you are as a person is dope. You know, but the merch that you have on your page, like tell me a little bit about that. You got beanies, you got hats, you know what I'm saying, you got shirts. Like, how long you been making your own merch, or do you make your own merch, or do you have somebody that makes your merch?
I got a partner
Okay.
in the tri-state area. Shout out to my homeboy Ant.
Okay.
And I've been doing it for a couple years now, but now we're getting in the groove of really pushing it. So, you know, already, like I tell people, it's more than a brand, it's a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got to get ready if you're already there.
Right.
You already, like, it's, you know, you think about people, you already know what you got to do. You go ahead and do it. You know, people know what they got to do to get their stuff out there. You should already be on it. So that's all it is.
Now, being in this, you know, give somebody some advice that is going into rapping, you know, being an artist, and then being a entrepreneur on being, you know what I'm saying, a fashion person. Because that's what I called you on the post and stuff like that. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
But, you know, having their own lane in being in fashion and, you know what I'm saying, an artist. How do you balance the two? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, there's a part that, you know, you be like, dang, I want to go hard on this, but I don't want this to fall behind. How do you balance that?
You got to have a solid team. You got to have people that motivate you. You know, like times I might be so hard on the merch. Somebody be like, hey, where the music at? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, you ain't working on no music at the same time. And then sometimes you're on the music like, hey, bro, you need to go ahead and get you some new designs, trying to push it. But my advice I would give to anybody that's trying to do any of that, be you, and it's all right to be nervous. Don't be scared, man, and you got to push. There's gonna be some good days, there's gonna be some great days, there's gonna be some bad days, there's gonna be some days you're gonna be like, I'm just gonna get this all up. But you gotta keep pushing, bro. That's the only way I can see it.
That is the word that I've been hearing from everybody that I sit down with, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing, because we're in a time where if we don't keep pushing, you know what I'm saying, things may fall to a place, or a dark place that we don't want to be in. It's like going through mud without cleats, you know, so you just got to keep your knees high, keep your head high, and, you know what I'm saying, look at the horizon of what's supposed to go on, man, because we are all not in a rut right now, but some of us are looking at it a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? So for you, what does music do for you? How is that to you? What does it do for you? You know what I'm saying, mentally?
Mentally, it just eases me. I get a lot of stuff off, a lot of thoughts that I carry around, I let it off in the music. So it just eases my mind.
Now, you know, some people say it's easy to do that. Some people say it's not easy to do it, you know, and for rappers, I ask that, man, because, you know, y'all have to sit there for hours and hours on at a time, you know what I'm saying, composing the song, you know what I'm saying? From the start, when you picked up a pen a long time ago to now, how long does it take you to get that, you know what I'm saying, song done?
Writing wise?
Right.
Oh man, I'm a slow burner. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am a slow burner. I don't know how many artists do this, but I'm probably one of them ones. I write like 4 bars, might stop, come back to it a little bit later on. You know, so it just honestly depends on how it hits me. Because sometimes I could just wake up and we could be holding a conversation like we are now, and the whole time we talking, I'm talking to you, but I'm typing in bars, and that's down all there's a whole verse. You know, so it's just how it hits me.
Right.
You know, I try not to force myself.
And the thing of it is too, because reason why I'm asking is because I want to ask, like, how do you count your bars? My brother is showing me, you know what I'm saying, how to count bars and stuff like that. Like, say, like, you got these words over here, you got, you know, you doing it, and then that's one bar, and then it's another bar. How do you structure your lyrics when they come out? Is it like a little slash at the end of it, or how do you?
I usually write like poetry. So, because I started off, well, I still do poetry. So most of my art is written like just straight poetry.
Right.
And no slashes or none of that stuff. And then too, I tend to, which is a blessing in a sense, double rhyme where I rhyme in the front and the back, and it just happens throughout the whole song. So counting it gets kind of difficult sometimes.
double rhyming it, like, how do you explain that in a sense? Like, what is double rhyming it?
Double rhyme, I can rhyme the first word.
You got a couple bars that we can hear, you know what I'm saying? What the, you know what I'm saying, explanation?
Explanation, okay, he said explanation, now you done put me on the spot. He said, all right, more than likely you wasn't there. I recall when I gave my all, I was slipping dog right off my square. Take the blame, that's probably fair. Brought propane that is burned in the house. Demons there and I burned them out. Count fingers out when they count me out. See, I'm rhyming every other word with, it ain't the same bars, it's just rhyming every other word.
See, I'm in rap school right now, you know what I'm saying? Because he's giving me that, you know what I'm saying, notion of like, hey, I'm getting some advice, you know what I'm saying? Only on Hustle Man Podcast is when you get schooled just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to get you to know that, look, hey, that's how you double rhyme, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to it because I don't know how to do it. I be trying to fit the words in where they come at, you know what I'm saying? If they sound like they go, I'll go ahead and put it in there, you know what I'm saying? If I'm working with somebody, I'll pull somebody to the side and be like, hey, how does this sound real quick? And then I spit it for them, and then they'd be like, nah, go ahead and put that, or we'll go through and the harmony that we're doing it, you know, they'll go ahead and be like, all right, change that word right there, you know, to fit it. So I mean, I don't have no problem or anything like that with doing that, you know, asking somebody for help, because I don't want nobody feeling like I'm holding up the process or anything like that. So when you started out, did you have somebody help you, you know what I'm saying, configure your stuff for you? Or is it just like you sat down by yourself and figured it out?
Half and half.
Okay.
I would get little gems here and there from different artists, you know. And like my homeboy West Side, he was like, you gotta let more of the beat. Cause at first I was going against the beat like a mug. I'm rapping, I'm trying to beat the beat. He like, nah, just let it flow, bro.
Right.
And then two, it was like in Georgia when I used to do it, like they used to tell me my accent, how I talk. So I had to learn how to fit my vocabulary with how I talk into the beat at one time. And sometimes we forget as artists that our voices are instruments and we have to use it as one. So that's how I learned how to ride on beats too, is just learning that my voice is an instrument itself.
That is the God honest truth. Cause I was trying to sing on one track I was doing with my homeboy and he said, nope, that's not it. That is not it. Like, he shut me down completely. You know, and he was just like, I understand that you feeling that way right now, but he hit me with the he hit me with the Dave Chappelle. Either you're gonna make this song or you're not gonna make this song. And I was like, wait a minute, you know, to me I kind of got offended, but then as you say it, and then as I heard him say it, you know what I'm saying, it came to fruition, like, okay, you're gonna have to figure out how to grab this beat or jump on this beat, because it's like double dutching. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit there and, you know, catch your rhythm, and then jump in. And he was just like, look, I got nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing but time. And you come in, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, what direction you're going into, and you gotta stay on topic. And I was like, you know, sometimes we don't have a name for the song, so it's just like going off of everybody's vibe. So that is something, you know what I'm saying, to really think about, man, is when y'all doing this music, you know what I'm saying, learning how to compose your music, you know what I'm saying, asking questions in the studio to your, you know what I'm saying, producer, you know, because some of these producers out here might have a little nugget and stuff like that for you to take back with you. It's nothing wrong with, you know, asking how to, you know what I'm saying, write down your music or how to sit here and what word rhymes with what. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not a supernatural talented person. You know, people want to do music every day. So, like Mr. Grady said, man, like, it's sky's the limit on what you want to do. But you got to stay in your own lane to get yourself to fit into these places that you're wanting to be.
That's very true.
You know, what is the biggest venue, you know what I'm saying, that you've been in to do your music on? Like, you know, you're amongst the stars in different cities. Like you say in Georgia, I know they have open mics and stuff like that all the time. Explain that scene out there in Georgia.
That scene, honestly, Word Enough helped mold me. Because even when I was going down there, a lot of venues, I mean, I'm rapping in strip clubs and everything, but I'm rapping conscious music. And I would feel weird because of the crowd, and then I would have artists come up to me like, yo, I rocks with that, you know, like, it's different, and keep doing it. It stands out. I'm like, oh, so I'm like, all right, boom. But yeah, that's what I did.
Man, look, I don't know, back in the day, shout out to Buster Brown, shout out to Beezy, you know what I'm saying, Brent on Facebook, man, they took their time with me and stuff like that to help me craft my music and stuff like that, to help me get into this notion of I can do music, you know. And being here in Fayetteville has really got me diving into the music scene and understanding that you can do music, you can be able to, you know what I'm saying, configure your own music. Sometimes we get lost in the trends of what kind of music, you know what I'm saying, that is going. And like you say, being in your own lane and making your own music and, you know what I'm saying, standing for what it is, that conscious music, you know, it's timeless music. So you're not just making it to where, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to fit in. You're making it to where it's like people are going to know you for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that is going to be here today and then gone tomorrow, you know? So being like that, man, like I said, I appreciate you for being an innovator, you know what I'm saying? A person that is going to make a way of being that solid foundation. So give me a little bit on Silent Hill, man. You know, because as I was saying, I was running down the music before you got here, and it's, like I said, it's like a mix between Common and De La Soul.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill, that was by my homeboy Walter and Dizzy out of Kentucky. They hit me up, they're like, hey, I know this ain't pretty much your style, but we like your voice so much and we rock with you. We want you on this track. We just want you to talk dark. I was like, all right, bro. So that's how that one came about.
So talking dark, like, you know.
They was on, I think it dropped around Halloween.
Okay.
And that was the premise of the whole Silent Hill. It was more like a Halloween track, like a Michael Myers type joint.
Okay.
So it was just on some joint like that.
Like I'm kicking the screen door.
All that, yeah, all the eyes and the knives and all that stuff, you know, so yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody makes, you know what I'm saying, Halloween music and stuff like that. So I know that kind of turn your gears a little bit to like, okay, well, I gotta come and get out of my box a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and get on this track, man. And then the last one that I gotta say, is it Kurdu say or
Kudo?
Kudo?
Yeah, that's what we call each other, our cousins. We see, what up, Kudo? That's how we say, you know, what's up, cousin? Yeah, so you know, that's how we call each other.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about that song too, man.
That one, I wrote that one after me and my homeboy, when I first got up to North Dakota, we going to the store. We get stopped by the cops.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Him, I don't know why he says this to the cops. They like, you look high. He says, I was smoking. I said, why would you say that? I still got out-of-state tags on my car. So of course they didn't just say step out the car to him. Both of y'all get out. We finna destroy y'all car.
Oh man.
Cause now they down there searching for pills. I didn't know that it was that heavy down there. So you know.
He messed up for not telling you that.
Yeah, I was like, bro, why would you even say that? They didn't even ask you that much, you know. So, but you know, and so I was like, damn, they took my car. I mean, took my spare tire and everything.
Oh man, they put it all on the side of the road.
Come on, and it's cold out there. It's October. We out there cold. I like, hey man, can I sit down? And they're like, yeah, in this car. I'm like, you know what? I stand outside.
Damn.
I'm not sitting in no cop car.
How long did it take you to you know what I'm saying, get your car and stuff back together? Because I know they tore the lining out and everything like that.
The next day, it was too cold. I said, I'm just gonna go ahead to the house, go sleep. Missed the whole night.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, look, I know most of the times when you're dealing with cops and stuff like that, you just want to go ahead and get on out here, but your homeboy just...
I don't know what was he thinking about that day.
What did he say? Like, did he recover? Like, when he came down, did he say, bro, I messed up? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he was like, man, I wasn't driving. I said, oh, damn, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I said, bro, I got out-of-state tags, bro. I just got down here. Like, we was so new, we didn't even know how to get to the store.
Wow.
So we was trying to figure out how to get to the store from where we was at. I was like, man, I got out-of-state tags, bro. They finna search everything in this car, bro. You know they think I'm a drug dealer. So, yeah.
Yeah, that relationship right there would have been right there in that car. I was like, look, bro, your thinking skills right now is just highly too
He
much.
wasn't, I don't know.
Jail.
I was like, man, not out here.
Oh, man. Okay. So, how do you feel right now, the way that your music is going? You know what I'm saying? For next year, what are your plans with music?
Full throttle.
Full throttle?
Full throttle. Like, I see the vision, and I know the vision's gonna take work and consistency. So that's the main thing too. Like, I think a lot of us artists, I know we got our own personal lives. Like, they'll start pushing, then you won't hear nothing else from them. You know what I'm saying? Then it makes no sense to push in January and February, then we won't hear from you again in October.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I had the time to sit down and do it and stuff like that, but when I sit down and try to compose music, you know, either my mom, she needs my whole body attention, my daughter, you know what I'm saying? So I got the whole setup at the house, but it's just...
That energy.
The energy, like, I can't grab that energy and be like,
And that, you know, working and all that stuff, you know, it hits me like that too. Like, I might go on a 2-month hiatus and not record, but I guarantee when I do get in there, we gonna put some work down. Right. So a lot of times I make sure to put enough work down that lasts me for that time that I didn't record. Like right now, people, they might gravitate to fried chicken and Suda Bay, but don't realize I got 4 or 5 albums. You go on Bandcamp, Spotify, all that. So even with them getting to know me now, like that's a Spotify list. You go on Bandcamp. I got you about 40, 50 more songs ready for you.
And this is why I tell everybody, man, send me y'all music. You know what I'm saying? So when I make these videos and stuff like that, I can play them, you know what I'm saying, throughout my video and stuff like that, because I like supporting people on what they do and what their music is. And I say it all the time, like, hey, I ask my people, I'll be like, yo, send me your music, you know what I'm saying, to this email so I can go ahead and use it throughout my videos. Because like I said, I make little videos like, you know, hey, go follow me on, you know what I'm saying, YouTube and stuff like that, and just maybe play like a 25-second, you know what I'm saying, clip of your song and stuff like that. And then people asking like, hey, that beat's funky, you know what I'm saying, or who's that person online, you know, that you've been using their music. Cause like, what is that, my boy All Day 250 out there in Lumberton, I use this song Big Splash, and that song has got me a lot of people like, yo, whose song is that, you know what I'm saying? And then I put the face with the name, and they be like, okay, well, shoot, I want to go ahead and get with him and stuff like that. So that's how I I help people out in a way of getting their stuff out there. So like I said, when we get off this interview, I want to go ahead and give you my email. So whenever you get home, or if you got something in your phone, you know what I'm saying, drop something in my email, and then we can go ahead and, you know, I can go ahead and use them. You know, I don't, like I said, I try to plug in people the way I can.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yes, sir. So it is come to my, you know what I'm saying, attention that this hat is fly.
I appreciate that, my brother.
And I want to show y'all, you know what I'm saying, give me, what does it say on the hat? Because I don't want to mess up the saying.
Already?
Already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does it have a gist behind it? Is, you know what I'm saying, because like you said, everybody say already, you know what I'm saying, and then everybody walks away, you know what I'm saying? Is that like acknowledgement?
That's us, you know what I'm saying? That's us. You know how shoot, already put it like this. We know we can say that 15, we can say that one word, but it can have 20 different meanings.
Right.
And that's where it comes from, universal language.
Okay. Hey, I'm dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? Liking it. And it's spelled, you know what I'm saying? It's spelled different. So, what is that? Upside down A?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, it looked like a little V with a little swoop on there.
Yeah.
But no, that's fly right there. That's fly. I'm already knowing it, man. And like I said, I appreciate it for the hat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it for your time coming down here, man.
I appreciate you, my brother.
I want to go ahead and give you your flowers on here, man, because not only sitting down with you, like I do this podcast because I try to, you know, bring relationships, you know what I'm saying, to people, friendships with people. And, you know, I hope this interview does go ahead and do what it needs to do, you know what I'm saying,
sir.
for you, and bring you more people into your circle, you know. So I'm going to push it the best way I can. And there's a lot of people on my Instagram page that I'm going to go ahead and lock you in with too, because like I said, you know, not just in Fayetteville, we have dope rappers, but we have people outside of Fayetteville, you know, that can get us in that mood too. So
yeah.
I say I appreciate you for being, you know what I'm saying, a dope artist. Appreciate you for being a dope, you know what I'm saying, individual, and learning how to keep on, you know what I'm saying, pushing with everything in your life, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Tell everybody where they can find you at, boss man.
All right, man, you can find me on, I give y'all link, www.linktree.com/Grady910. Okay. That's gonna take you to the music. That's gonna take you to the merch. That's gonna take you to the Spotify. If you don't feel like paying for nothing and you want to listen to it, it's gonna take you to the Bandcamp in case you do want to pay for something to support the movement. And it's most definitely gonna take you to that merch. But it's gonna take you to everything. Hit that up. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Grady910, TikTok, Grady910. It's all the same, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's another great interview. It's another great episode from Hustle Man Podcast, man. Y'all have a great one.
Already.